Hello, welcome back everyone to a new episode of Road to Rank 1. Our first opponent is Serral here. And we'll actually try to make this a good little game. I was considering going for a fast scout, but I messed something up. So instead we're just going to go for a simulator first here. And I guess we'll just go into single Stargate Void Race, something like that. I think would be best right now. Yeah, so single Stargate Void Ray. And our follow-up will be something along the lines of Disruptors. We take this bad boy out. Now, if we actually could take a game of Serral, that would be fantastic. Not only because it's nice to beat Serral, it gives me a good feeling, a nice boost of dopamine, but also it would be good for the MMR, because the MMR isn't quite where it used to be. I think we're currently around 6.4. Ideally, we want to get that back up to at least 6.5, 6.6. I don't think that's going to be possible today, but taking a game of Serral, of course, would be a fantastic start. So we'll start by playing relatively greedy, as I always do against Serral, either greedy or extremely aggressive. This time it's going to be greedy. I think a gateway might be a little bit too late, by the way. Need to start my Cybercore. Nah, Cybercore will be perfectly in time. Hop, you go down here, buddy. I am considering actually proxying a gateway. Or, sorry, a Stargate, but maybe I shouldn't. No, I won't. So I'm gonna get my Stargate actually in a semi-hidden position. There's a couple of builds that Serral has been using lately. Some of them involve Muralisks. I think generally Muralisks are quite bad. They allow for a very large timing window for the Protoss player, which is good for the Protoss player, obviously. The larger the timing window is with whatever build you're playing, the better it tends to be. We're gonna play kind of a brain dead opener here. This is the zero chrono on adepts, and then as many probes as you can. Very fast third base of double adept early game. You're safe against run bys. You're safe against everything. This truly is the greediest build that I know. There's nothing greedier than this, and if you survive with it, well, it's a pretty decent spot that you're gonna find yourself in. I think I might actually go for a line base here. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, let's play line base, and then this as our fifth. I do like that. I really like the line base on this map for some reason. Of course, I'm not quite sure what my opponent is doing. If he has this base, then that might be an issue, but I don't think he will. I could also actually take a faster third base, even like off of a single gate, but that might actually allow him to get away with like very low link count, or he might be capable of cancelling something. So I want to kill this Overlord. Often Serral has a second Overlord over here, and as this is ladder, so this is the most important thing that's going to happen in my life for the next few days, or for the next few weeks or months maybe even. I'm going to take every single advantage that I can get. I'm going to take it and use that, obviously. So we get this. Sometimes he doesn't do it, but if he does do it, then it's real nice to go there and kill that Overlord, obviously. Doesn't seem to be quite the case this time around, though. Frustrating. So we're not going to get anything useful there. I want to get a robotics facility as well. This is not super well hidden, but it will do the trick, I believe. Put this over here, and I'm going to put my... Up. Nice little setup. Beautiful little setup, even. And we want a... Ooh. Free tumor as well. That's always nice to get. He has a lot of links as well. Honestly, good start for us. And we get 2 drones as well. This is the type of start that you dream about, you know. This is not quite what you expect, but very nice. Very good stuff. Got some kills there. Got a creep tumor. See if we can get another, maybe a worker kill here. Wouldn't surprise me if he's mining. Oh! 3 worker kills total. Maybe I can attack this this base a little bit at least. Doesn't quite seem to be the case. Wonder where he's at. Doesn't have this base yet. Oh, now he's going to try and take it. Yeah. Don't think there's too much I can do there. We have so much gas though, huh? I think it's quite a good position for us. We'll take... Oh! I'm gonna actually move across the map with 3 of those. 3 of them adapts. Allows me to one-shot the... Good God, what are they called? Allows me to one-shot any potential tumors, if we can find them. Might also allow for something else, but we'll get to that later. First, I want 4 gateways total. Oh, is he actually moving out, or is this a fake? Nah, this has to be a fake. Right? I don't think this is real. Doesn't feel real. Nope, it doesn't. Yeah, no way that's going to do anything either. Actually gonna move across the map, get a cannon over here, and start our second, what you call it? Carrier as well. We're slightly supply blocked, which is frustrating. Once again, it's not going to be the end of the world. Make sure that we have some type of defense here. Oh, very cool. Okay. He doesn't actually have anything, does he? He somehow spotted that, by the way. Impressive and frustrating at the same time. Going to want to get some type of vision somewhere. Guess we get 2 more carriers or what? Getting a lot of crap though, huh? Okay. We'll have to see what pops out of these bad boys, honestly. Because then we can make a well-educated guess to what he's actually doing. I didn't quite notice what he's producing. I want more gateways though. That's one thing I do know for sure. And once we get these extra gateways, then we can truly start considering what to do. I want, I think, a... Oh, this is done already. That's super nice. And one of them. What's our gateway count currently? We're actually... we're producing stuff like a bit of an idiot, I have to admit. Not the biggest fan of that. I also lost my my observer, which is just kind of painful, honestly. Okay, we have a good worker count, and we're going to be capable of pushing pretty darn quick. So that's really all we want in life. Gonna start moving out here, get a bit of vision. Now we could go for a run by, but we could also just go for a timing, which I really do believe should be hard for my opponent to hold here. Ah! Okay, here we go. These can join the fight as well. He actually doesn't have any, what you call him? No corruptors right now, huh? So we don't actually need to fight this currently. I don't think we do, at least. We have a lot of time. We're gonna use a lot of that time as well. I mean, if you have a lot of time, there's no need to move quickly, usually. I think we're actually losing this fight. We're killing this bad boy, though. Oh, maybe we can kill these. Maybe we can kill these. If we can kill this before it truly gets us, that would be huge. Because now he lost a lot of units, actually. He lost a lot of infestors. So I think we're actually in a relatively good spot. Uh-oh, there's Banelings there. I saw them. He still is lacking a count of, well, obviously, units that will help him kill my air units. We need to be real careful here with those zealots, because we don't really want to lose them. but at the same time we also want them in the fights almost constantly. We're continuing to build Void Rays behind this, by the way, and there's a very simple reason for that. Don't actually have enough money. Good lord. What a game so far, huh? Very nice big aggression out of me, I have to admit. See if we can actually move into better locations right now to get perhaps a little bit extra down here. Wait, what's that? I mean, he can have that. I don't care. Okay, now we're gonna go in. Okay, here we go. Target down as many infestors as we can. We see he's trying to move back into other units right now. We still have this run by going pretty ham. I think at the same time also we're killing a lot of the ground, which is really just going to be the main thing here. Yeah. Very nice. We played extremely greedy, went for a super powerful timing, and he just wasn't ready for it. His defense was with Link bailing, but he built a lot of links early on as well, and then he went into that type of 1-1 style that I think the first time I really saw was between Rogue and Stats on Death Aura. That type of infestor into mass queen. So he must have went for a lot of queens. I don't think this is too good against what I was playing here, because the way that Blinding Shroud tends to work is, or what's it called? No, not Blinding Shroud, sorry, Microbial Shroud, is that it can only hold a certain area. And there's a quick trick that a lot of tosses are not aware of, but I'm about to tell it to you guys here for free. And that is, if Microbial Shroud gets cast, you don't actually have to fight the units into it. What you can just do is you can just wait out the Microbial Shroud or attack at a different spot, because the Microbial Shroud can't move. I know a lot of protoss have single-digit IQ, so that might be difficult to understand, but when you see that cloud being cast, don't move into it, just pull back. And then you can get 47 points as well. So it's a good start. First game here against Serral. See, he's probably going to be searching again, or he went straight offline. Maybe we can get him another time. We'll have a look. My MMRs are quite a bit lower, so there's a lot of people that have priority over me. Like if Spirit would start searching immediately right now, that would be an issue, or any of the other ones. And I think I can get Serral in about 2 minutes from now, because the difference in MMR is so big. But you know, we're closing the gap here. Plus 47 for me, minus 47 for him, and we immediately get our game as well. So let's see actually what we're going to be capable of getting here. Oh, we got him again. Now this is Curious Minds, and this is a map on which the Void Ray builds don't really work. And the reason why they don't really work is because the map is too small. Queen walks are too good, simply. And that might be an issue for the average Joe, but my name is Kevin. So I'm just going to play a bit of... Yeah, let's play 3-gate glaives, okay? 3-gate glaives into disruptors, and then we'll see what we can do from there on out. This one should have stayed downstairs, of course. Very dumb mistake. Sometimes I pretend that I can send my worker back upstairs and actually mine minerals before he needs to go build a gateway. Of course, you don't have the time for that. I should know that after 15 years of playing this stupid game. But instead, every single time, I still do it like this, which is obviously not very good. Okay, you go over here. Hop. This bad boy gets built right here. And now we go into the main base with this probe. Whoop. Wanna deny as much. And Serral is one of the only Zerg players that pulls off a worker to chase your probe around. And I'm always very surprised by that, because it is obviously inefficient. And Serral is faster than basically anyone I know. So he's the one player that probably doesn't need to do that. But very often he'll just pull off a worker and start chasing you around. Like that actually is good for him. So I'm really surprised by that. He's not doing it now because honestly I'm not doing a brilliant job microing this. hop, hop, hop. This one, see, here he goes. And he only does it when it's not going too well, which makes no sense, because if it's not going well, you actually just need to try harder. And being even less efficient definitely isn't the way. It's very surprising. I hope that I can ask him the question sometime, why he does that. Or maybe I should never ask him and just let him do that so I can have some type of a lead in games against him, because, let's be real, usually when you start playing against Serral, you're already down 1-0. And that's an issue if it's a ladder game, because that's usually best of 1. It was a really bad joke. I'm not sure why I laughed. I'm sorry. Okay, we'll get... well, he's also quite fond of sending out links across the map. So it's important to force him to stay at home with at least 3 links. And the way you do that is by being very aggressive with this probe. And yeah, so we forced him to stay at home with 3 links right now. Very nice stuff. Oh, I should have pulled this out a little bit faster. Honestly, a bit disappointed in myself. Oh, yeah, he made the run by. He's going to get the full info as well. So at this point, sometimes I want to get... he should really start attacking something with it, by the way, but he isn't. I'm fine with that, if you don't want to attack anything. There's another thing that I don't understand. Why doesn't he just attack a probe? Maybe he just wants to get as much info as he wants to, but he should know the timing of my second unit now. That was obviously not going to work for him. So we pull out of gas pretty late, which means that the build is going to be a bit tighter. This build requires literally every single mineral that you need, because I found a very tight version of it, which I use 1 chrono early on. And I'm not going to bore you guys with the details right now, but maybe in the future I will bore you guys with that. For now, let's just believe me, this build's going to be real tight. Going to be rough for me to afford everything, because I was too late with pulling out. You see, I also have this gate a little bit delayed right now, and part of that's because I have too much gas and not enough minerals at this moment. So we cancel this, get this bad boy. One more of these. We could get a gas right now, but actually, no, we couldn't. Just don't have the money for it. I'm not sure why I pretended like I usually can. I usually also can. I'm sorry, I lied again. It's been a bad day for the truth today, okay? I can't tell you guys too much, but I don't think he's enough links there. He doesn't believe, maybe. Or what? I think he doesn't believe that I... What? I think I can actually deal some damage. Maybe he's playing double gas? This must be double... Oh, okay, he's playing double gas. Oh, that's an issue, that's an issue. Maybe an issue for him? Ho ho! What's up, buddy? That's 2-0. I can smell that YouTube thumbnail. No, it's not actually over. This ended up going a lot worse for me than I was hoping it would go. He ended up building a lot of units though, which obviously isn't brilliant. He's fast enough. This is the problem. Every other Zerg, I probably get that worker there. See what I mean? That's the problem playing against Serral. That right there. Now, he still went fast 2 gas, and with fast 2 gas, you're actually supposed to really blast this. He made a small mistake with the surround in the early game there. Oh, he's actually moving out. Oh, what? Is that legit? I mean, it's obviously... Yeah, he'll delay this for a bit, I guess. Yeah, and the problem is we need to rebuild a lot of these bad boys as well. A lot of them adepts. They're so expensive, and they're relatively useless in the longer game. Look how many workers we already have here. Yeah, ideally my Nexus would have been long gone. I also want a... Oh, I heard something morph, by the way, there. That was an Overseer probably, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, we'll try to chase it around for a bit, but it's going to be rough. I know he likes to get mutas against people like me. So, how would we describe me? Like people that have insufficient multitasking to deal with it. You know, the incapable. the regular idiot. Oh, what is he doing there? I really want to get a big hit off. Don't think he's going to allow me to. Oh, I did get that though, which is nice. He's so fast with his units. Why are his units so fast? I don't think they're supposed to be that fast, no? Oh, that's a mistake though. Actually got some damage in as well. Wait a second. That's not good, is it? Please. Yeah, no shot. Nah, I don't get that. Freaking creep is too powerful. That's my next my next theory. Creep too good, guys. Creep too good. He's actually... He shouldn't be allowed to dodge any type of... this is an accident. He shouldn't be allowed to dodge any type of bullet. If I throw a big bullet this way, Zerg should always be capable of getting hit. Now, there is a... actually, I really needed that as well. This makes it worse. I really needed that scouting info. So, I want to know whether my opponent has a... has drones on his fort base. That's super important for me right now. I really need to get that info. If I don't get that info, I can't make a proper decision about the future. Oh, he has a lot of... What? No shot, Serral. What are we doing over here? That's not allowed. No, I built way too many. This is probably playing Mura then. What? Was my early game that bad? It didn't feel that bad, no? I still have that... Yeah, very nice, Serral. I feel like I want this upstairs base right now. I'm going to actually send a run by towards an area I usually wouldn't. What? How did he get that already? Man, he owned me proper hard this game. I really thought we would be somewhat fine. I didn't think he could have... And he's so much better than the other guys I practiced it against. So against the other people, usually I just win with that push. His early game was quite strong though, maybe. Because he managed to get 2 gas? Maybe it still was a fine defense. He did this with 41 workers. Built 10 more drones. Or 10 more links. 40, 45. My third base was really late. If you lose all your adepts, I think you need to do more damage. I killed 1 worker. I thought I killed more, but... No, okay, this is quite meager. Like, it's not much of an issue if I can get my Nexus straight away and I don't need to warp in any adepts. But I required like 2 extra rounds of adepts, you know? Almost 3. Yeah, so it's like a 40, 50 second delay on my Nexus. My Forge is delayed. My Templar will be delayed. He still played very well, though. Yeah, I think it would have been fine had I been able to... Yeah, okay, makes sense. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, our net win today against Serral is plus 40 points. See if we can get him a 3rd time. He definitely is down for that, right? He is the ladder best of 3 kind of feller. Oh, he's already in a ranked game again. Poor me. All right, well, I'm not going to get the best of 3 then. But a 1-1 against Serral is something I can, you know... I can call my parents and say, this is what I did today. And they say, that was a good day, Kevin. I say, it was all right. I've had better days. We'll play one more game, though. And we'll see what we get. Wow. Talking about some high-level Zerg players I'm facing today. TLO, after destroying me last Monday in Cheesiest Man Alive, is back for more, apparently. Or, well, I'm back for more. I think he O2'd me. Or, well, he 2-0'd me. O2ing someone would be losing O2. Man, I really destroyed that guy O2 real fast. Let me tell you guys an interesting story about DreamHack Austin 2017. This is the tournament in which I played against Jon Snow for the decider match. Jon Snow is a American StarCraft 2 player, which means that I'm naturally favored against him because of my Europeanness. However, I was so extremely jet-lagged that when I scouted his base and I saw a pool and a gas, I believed it to be a 12 pool, while in reality it was a 16 pool. So I chrono out 2 zealots and an adept I think I made. And I'm down like 15 workers going into the mid game. But as if that isn't enough, he then follows it up with a Hydralisk Banalin of like 60 workers. And every single time, I almost managed to hold, but I barely die. This was, I think, on the map Belshire Vestige or something like that. And in the end, I lose the game, and I'm out of the tournament, and he's through. I can't quite remember why I started this story. All I wanted to say is you should know your pool timings, even after not having slept for 25 hours. It's very important. Because that cost me a lot of money, and also a lot of reputation. Because, you know, you can... Losing a map to an American is fine, but losing 2 in a row and getting knocked out of the tournament, that is real bad. I really can't remember where I was going with this story. I thought about it the other day. It's like one of these things you sometimes cringe about, you know? Like you think back of something you did in high school, like 35 years later, and you think, oh, I really should not have done that. And that's what I think when I think back of my match against Jon Snow. I can't remember if it was 2016 or 2017. I want to say it was 2017, though. That feels about correct. Is he double expanding? Just because I haven't seen something before, it doesn't... Wait, what? Did I just get double tricked? I wonder if that's actually worth it. Maybe. If there's 2... But there's usually one ideal spot you want to take. So you always get the worst spot. Which is... This is the better spot. If I block that one, he needs the line. And the gold isn't as useful for him then. So I guess that's what I should have done. However, I saw that one drone return. And my small brain told me... Hey, wait. What is this? Did he inject first? If this is better, by the way, with the double drone, it's really going to be like a 10 mineral difference or something like that. Nothing else. I'll ask Lambo about it. He probably thought about this as well. Because I know that the TLO talks with Lambo. So they probably have some opinions on this. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, I think we can. What? He's already a speed? Well. Oh, it is not good for him. That's a bad start, okay? That might have looked bad for me because I lost 2 units. But he lost like 4 drones and a full pool as well. I thought that he'd have like some type of overlord here though. He's pissing me off with not having an overlord there. I want to kill an overlord. And if it ain't there, I can't shoot it. That's annoying. I'm in a weird position. I don't think he saw that move out. No, he definitely did not. It would surprise me if he goes for some type of... No, actually, we send this across the map. If he goes for some like weird type of Queen all-in, you know what I'm saying? The classic spore skip. I always love it when Zergs delay their spores by like 5 seconds to increase their mineral count by 6, but then they lose 4 workers. It's a Zerg classic. It really is. You guys should pay attention to that every now and then. Creep spread is looking pretty mediocre, so queen walking is going to be tough. However... Ooh. Wait, what? What was that? What just got revealed to me? I feels like I shouldn't have seen that, but maybe he's fake sending workers to the third base and I just saw it. That was a...
We meet our fate.
Okay, I'm very confused right now. I don't mind being confused. Confused the majority of the time, but... Okay, we're just gonna move across the map with some units. I am so done with this. Because I have no clue what's going on. I have not enough workers for some reason. My early game must have sucked again. Ta-da! Thanks for the memories, even if they weren't so great. They taste like you, only sweeter. Wonder if I can get this, no? I think I can. Oh, beautiful. He didn't cancel either, huh? Overlord speed? Oh, something weird is happening here. There's something happening here. Nice supply block. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I've got to beware. It's time to stop, children. What's... Good lord, this is a supply block. Type of supply block that makes your father proud. We're just going to actually change pace a little bit. Hydralisk! That's not a unit.
Our window is short. Glorious combat is upon us.
No, that's not actually a unit. Maybe he's not aware of it yet. He also had Overlord speed. Oh man, I'm macroing like an absolute baboon.
Let us begin.
Oh, he's coming for me. Wait, what? Woo! Wait, am I losing? I think I am. We're gonna need to hit big at least. If we want to win. This one needs to be big. That was not big. I hope I get my charge soon. Not looking too great right now for me, guys. This is a nice build order, honestly. We're still not dead, though, because this is a little more all-in than he probably believes it is. Like, he wants to continue attacking as well, you see that? Which is obviously because he's freaking low on workers right now. See if we can get a couple of extra units. Maybe we can shoot this? I think we can. We do this. We go down here, so maybe we can fight off creep. Well, there's creep everywhere, so fighting off creep might be difficult. He actually has a lot of creep now. It's pissing me off as well. Well, it's not so funny anymore now, is it, Kevin? No, it really isn't. I really thought the Hydra was the worst unit in the game. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. When I'm talking about the mighty, I talk about myself. Because I'm falling. This is a good fight. That was a really good fight. type of fight I wouldn't mind having again in the future. I think we're just gonna push, because I'm relatively afraid currently of a follow-up with what I believe to be the broken units, also known as the Viper. Okay, we get these at least, which would be huge. Infestors and Vipers. There is a possibility here. There is a real possibility here that we win with this push. There's also a real possibility here that we're going to get absolutely blasted. You know what I'm saying? Man, he's owning me hardcore. But maybe... in the end we can do it. Oh! Big hits. We're still in it. Oh, I actually lost that. Oh, I think I'm dead now, no? I think we've lost it. Oh. I think there goes all of our MMR that we just won. 51 workers. What went wrong here? I guess... I thought he did a really low worker count, honestly. Yeah, okay, this was 65. I should have had a couple of extra cannons. But instead I went for extra gateways. So that should have been cannons, yeah. I saw that they were really fast, but for whatever reason in my mind I was like, oh, he's probably not gonna push with these Hydras, but it's just using them for something else. Which, in retrospect, doesn't make a lot of sense. If you have 2-3 extra cannons here, that's super helpful. If you have an extra Disruptor already, that's also super helpful. Yeah, pain. Yeah, one cannon actually helps so much. Also, losing this first Archon, because I push it into his range, is quite bad. Because that would have been a lot of tanking for me. It should have been in the back. And then once these are out, maybe with an Archon I can actually do something. Played it quite well though. I don't mind losing to him. I'm getting used to it at this point, so it's all good. Well, it's a weird day. We beat Serral once, we lose to Serral once, and we lose to TLO as well. Minus 39 points, so that means we have a net plus of 1 MMR point. Because we won 47, then we lost 7, now we lose 39. So in total, +1. I can live with that. Alright, that's going to be it for today's episode. Thanks all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something about not underestimating your opponents, especially when they build Hydralisk. I hope you learned something about doing imbalanced pushes with carriers as well. And I hope you learned something about not playing ground toss against Serral. Thanks so much for watching, and bye-bye.